Hi again, everyone. Finally, the video that so many of you, all of you, or maybe one of you has been waiting for. It is the London Phase 4 video. Phase 4 stereo is a record series by Decca in Britain, also trading as London Records, that started in 1961 and went on into the 1980s. And they were designed to be kind of audiophile recordings, stereo recordings, although there was a mono series as well in the 1960s. And it was mostly easy listening music. Apparently they had a 10-track recorder or something like that when they started off in 1961. And the best, advertising themselves as having the best fidelity of many of the record companies at the time. And they did the best they could to make them sound good. The early albums supposedly were kind of like RCA stereo action albums. They were kind of exotica, I guess, in a way, percussion type albums that were very popular in North America. And I guess I'll start the series here for you. I have about 35 or 40 of the albums, and I don't collect them specifically, but if I find one that looks intriguing, I'll pick it up. So this is what I have in the collection right now. The first one is a double album, the Roland Shaw Orchestra. It's called The Return of James Bond. It's all James Bond music. This is one of my favorite ones, although the cover of this is very beat up. The record's in great shape. Frank Chaxfield plays Ebb Tide. This is another double album. Nice sleeve. Here's a pictures inside of some of the Phase 4 albums. It says over 200 LPs available, including great classics. I'm not going to show you the classical albums. There are quite a few classical albums in the Phase 4 series, and I have a number of them, but I'm not going to include them as part of this. The Phase 4 World of Ronnie Aldrich. Now, if you check here on the corner, it's SPA, London Records SPA series. The SPA series were budget line series that were kind of compilations and things like that of London artists. So I know in the stores they had a $5.98 list price, as opposed to like $7.98 or something like that for the rest of the London records. Stanley Black, Exotic Percussion. And the insides of the jackets are like this. They advertise the whole series down here on the left. And it shows the recording technique here. I'm just going to flash through these. I won't show you the insides of all of these. This is Percussive Moods, Johnny Keating's Combo. Percussive Oompa, Rudy Bonham's band. Percussion Around the World, International Pop All-Stars. Spain, Stanley Black. This is another good one. It's the hit themes from foreign films, International All-Stars. Film Spectacular, Stanley Black and the London Festival Orchestra. Mexico, Roland Shaw and his orchestra. Swing Revisited, Johnny Keating and his band. And I really like some of the swing albums in the series, the big band recordings, because they're in stereo and they really, really sound good. Great Strauss Waltzes, Werner Mueller. And this one I've shown before. It's The Sound of Sight, Music for an Experiment in Imagination, composed and conducted by Ray Martin, and this is the one with the Jack Davis cover. Westward Ho, Roland Shaw. This is like American Western songs like Riders in the Sky. The New Ebb Tide, Frank Chaxfield. The New Rhythms of the South, Edmondo Ross. Edmondo Ross just passed away recently, I think. Big Band Beatles songs, arranged by Bob Leeper. The Sound of Music, Ted Heath. It's all the songs from the movie. I guess it was a Broadway play before that. Beer Barrel Polka, Willie Glaw. Russia, Stanley Black. Vaudeville, Eric Rogers and the Vaudeville Orchestra. Excuse me for a moment. Caramba, Los Machucambos. Latin Hits I Missed, Edmondo Raz. Tango, Werner Mueller. Sousa Marches, Band of the Grenadier Guards. Swing is King, Ted Heath. It's another fine big band recording. Ronnie Aldrich for Young Lovers. Swing is King Volume 2, Ted Heath. This one's a kind of a psychedelic cover here. It's organized, Chris Waxman at the Hammond organ. Chaxfield, Frank Chaxfield plays the Beatles songbook. I have a prop for this one. It's Ireland, John Keating conducting the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra and Chorus. And inside here, the Irish theme, we have a nice bottle of Guinness. 6-pack of Guinness Draft. Nice prop. Fantastic sound of Guitars Unlimited. Now, this is Ted Heath plays the Beatles Bach and Bacharach. This one too is Ted Heath plays the Beatles Bach and Bacharach. Same album, two different covers. I didn't realize that until I got it home. Frank Chaxfield plays Simon and Garfunkel and Jim Webb. Chaxfield plays Bacharach. Ted Heath Orchestra, Those Were the Days. A tribute to Satchmo, Louis Armstrong. It's Eric Rogers and the London Festival Band. Now, they also had several albums by well-known artists. This is a double live album, Benny Goodman Today. It's probably one of Benny Goodman's last recordings. And in this series, there was also a Stan Kenton one that I think I have somewhere, but I haven't been able to locate it. If I don't have it, I'm going to buy it again because it's a really good recording. I love Stan Kenton's music. And something a little bit different too. They're Claude Dongian, Moog. And the second Claude Dongian synthesizer is called Open Circuit. Now this one, even though it doesn't say it's Phase 4, it really is. It's called The Genius of Les Paul, multi-tracking. And originally this album was released in 1968 called Les Paul Now. It was re-released as a budget-priced record, $5.98 list. In 1979, Les Paul went back in the studio in the 1960s and re-recorded his great hits of the 1950s. You know, How High the Moon, Lover, Caravan. So even though this doesn't say it's Phase 4 on it, it's actually a Phase 4 recording, and it's a really good buy. If you like Les Paul, you get to hear all those great hits in stereo. I hope you enjoyed the Phase 4. There's lots of them out there. Enjoy. Thanks.